Hey guys, what's up? Monty here. Had some questions about LG OLED playing World of Warcraft. Made a video yesterday, I showed it in 8K, but I'll throw it in Classic real quick just to give you an idea. So it only lets me record 4K 60, so what you get out of it is going to be 60 frames per second, 4K, max bitrate of 130. Where I sit right now with the 3090, 28 idle. Load my Hunter up real quick, nothing special. If you guys just want to see gameplay, and gameplay is what I will show. Okay, get all these add-ons out of the way. Alright, so I'm at Stormwind right now. I'm getting 120 frames. Here are my settings right now. So 4K, 3840, 2160, MSAA 8X, VSync enabled, high 16X enabled, 1010. Shadows, I can put all that on max. Doesn't matter since I have 3090. Okay, so you see how it made Stormwind like really dark now? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so enabled, everything's maxed out. Maxed out settings, right? I was actually messing around, and I did a 200% render scale. I'll show you guys that in a second. That was pretty cool. As far as like performance, I had no FPS drop. So like I just changed the max, and I'm at 120. I kind of don't like how it's so dark in here, personally, but whatever it is, if you like that, that's fine. So here's with the shadows on Ultra. Let me change them back to, let's say, Ultra. No difference. High. No difference. Good. Okay, so I'm okay with good. Because it doesn't make the whole scene dark. I didn't like how the whole scene was dark. You see how much better that looks? This is what I like. Generally, I just turn shadows off. Just it usually bogs the performance a little bit. Let's see here. It looks good. Now, the way it looks, the UI scaling is about perfect for me since I am on an OLED. But you can't change anymore. Maybe I can go in the config file and lower the size. It's because, as you guys are able to see, I'm at the max as far as like how low I want to make it. Which, yeah, we want to put that on this low. So that's as low as I can get it right here. Okay, so that's when, it doesn't look too bad. I can make the text smaller as well. So if I want to do 12 point, that looks good too. It's all really just customizing it how you want. The map looks, since we're on a TV, I would say that the UI is probably fine on the lowest setting. This looks good. I'm about 3 feet away from the screen as well, which is a good and a bad thing, but, it's just, I'm getting used to this. As far as computer monitor goes, it's literally just as responsive as my Alienware. But yeah, this is WoW. I could do dungeons and all that. FPS isn't really going to make a difference. So I do have everything on max settings here. I can go to render scale, turn that up. I'm getting 82 frames a second, running it at 8K with anti-aliasing, with everything on max, right? Well, we'll turn shadows up too, why not? 70 frames, 65, 60. This is in Stormwind. So realistically, this is better than any console. For the most part. So rendering this out at 8K, still getting 60 frames per second in busy Stormwind with all these NPCs. I know it's classic WoW, but gives you an idea. It looks fine. 8K resolution, that is pretty crazy. Now we go back down. Let's see here. I have everything turned on. Okay. So go back down to 100%. And then we just go back up to 120 again, right? So, again, you could, if you really, really wanted to just run 8K all the time, you definitely could. And you probably even turn some settings, other settings down, and might be able to get better FPS. But, yeah, it is really, really responsive. I have 7 millisecond ping to the server right now. So, with my fiber internet, super, super low ping. That's what I love. Still getting 120 4K in Stormwind, all these NPCs, all these other players. And it's still very, very responsive, as you're able to see. Now, it is going to downgrade the video from 120 FPS to 60, so it's not going to look as smooth, but it is, trust me, it is butter smooth. And heck, for even giggles, we can put up render scale 4K times 2, so we're at 8K now. 8K resolution. Everything looks really sharp, getting about 60 frames a second still. Still really, really good. Yeah, so really, really sharp. Really, really sharp. 63 frames. So yeah, that's what you can expect playing classic WoW. Experience-wise, like how it feels to have this in comparison to my Alienware, I really like it. The color is pretty much accurate for the most part. All the colors, everything looks great. It's nice and snappy. It's not really laggy at all. Some people say, oh well, it's TV, it's going to be more laggy. For the games that I play, at least, I'm not a competitive FPS player, so that extra 5 milliseconds to me is not going to matter. Plus, I have fiber internet, so it kind of evens itself out. I got NVIDIA low latency mode on, and if it has the reflex technology, I use that as well. But just to give you an idea, they said the LG CX series is one of the first series that has really low latency. It has the G-Sync compatible and all that, so it's really, really good. So now I went ahead and dropped back down to 4K, and really, really smooth again. Slide Ironforge, why not? So still, to me, I moved from 1440p, so 4K is really sharp, just by itself. Even at this big of a TV, like the PPI is still good in my opinion. 3 feet back, I can't see the pixels. And again, this is on, everything's maxed out. Ultra, max, 4K. No FPS restrictions. Again, feeling, latency-wise in the monitor, the input, I don't feel anything. It literally feels just like a computer monitor to me. Making sure I had the HDMI 2.1 cable so I can do full RGB, 10-bit. That was pretty much icing on the cake at that point. I was running it with my 2080 Ti before, and it ran fine. It only had a red fringing on text, like there was like a little hue, like a drop shadow on the text, a little of just like a slight red tint, but that was all. I still got 4K 120 on the games I was playing, so that's really all mattered to me. But yeah, this is going. We're flying in those burning steps, so it looks pretty good. Again, this game, I was playing this back 16 years ago, and it's crazy to think this game still looks good, surprisingly. Back when I was playing on this was on a CRT monitor, and it really is crazy to think, 16 years later, I'm playing it on a TV now. Though still no console, not yet. But yeah, the detail really does look good. So it's hard to describe how good the color is, how sharp it is, how like the deep blacks, since the blacks are, they just shut the pixels off on these OLEDs, so it's perfect blacks. Really, really good contrast. And for those wondering, I do have a performance overlay over here. 1980 megahertz GPU clock. See if I can. I'll leave it the way it is. But yeah, up over here, if you're able to see, 1980 megahertz on my 3090, 50 Celsius. Like it just doesn't use anything. Only on like Cyberpunk, like maybe not even Warzone really. It's really just like mainly Cyberpunk and like another game or two is like stresses it out for the most part. But this, I'm getting really good, almost 2 gigahertz for the most part in the GPU clock, and I'm not even overclocked. I didn't touch any settings. I didn't touch any switches on the card or anything. I just have the hybrid cooler that I purchased and bought installed myself, and yeah, it's pretty crazy how low the temp is. I was seeing a lot of people have 80 plus Celsius in their cards, and yeah, I haven't experienced that with mine. Obviously, I went ahead and got the hybrid cooler installed ASAP once I got the card, but that's a definite must. I know it's not aftermarket liquid cooling. The AIOs work in my opinion. I've been using them for 5-10 years, however long they've been out. I haven't had any problems with it, but yeah, I mean it's proof's in the pudding right there. Here's Ironforge. Seeing this on a big screen TV looks really, really good. It's really immersive in a different way other than my ultra wide, the curved ultra wide I had. Like this is more immersive in my opinion, and I don't feel any heat off or anything. TV only weighs 30 pounds. I have it mounted to the wall right now, so I got all the space underneath here is empty. But yeah, I mean, this is really responsive. Colors are accurate. I mean, for $1,500, you better get everything. Okay, somebody calling me on Discord. So that's what happens when I put my Discord name inside the YouTube description. I get a bunch of people that are curious, that want to talk to me, and it's okay. I spend time out of my day to talk with everybody, so that's why I'm on YouTube, right? Share my knowledge and have a good time with you guys. So yeah, this looks, again, really good, really responsive. See all the stats over here. CPU utilization 3% to play game on 4K. That's crazy. 43% GPU utilization. So I'm running a 1980 megahertz GPU clock, and it's on a 3090, and I'm playing 4K, and I'm only using 3% of my 10900K. So that's excellent. But yeah, this looks really good on max settings. If you were curious, man, this is how. Let me get your name right, because you just video requested this. So that's cool. Corey Miller, an hour ago. Yeah, so this is Corey. This is what it looks like. It's really immersive, and even let's log out of this. We'll go back, and we'll go back into we'll go to Shadowlands. It's hard to describe, like I said, perceiving it. You know, to me it looks good, but with you just seeing it on a camera, it's not the same. Like, I'm in Bastion right now. I made a video on this yesterday in 8K, and I don't know if my settings are the same or not. Okay, so the way Shadowlands is right now, I'm getting 70 frames per second on max everything. Turn down shadows to ultra, or to low. I just gained my 60 frames. You just seen that, right? So, okay, well now I'm getting 120. Okay, so that was super weird. Okay, so everything maxed out. Max all the settings. Now I am getting 103 frames. So, again, still looks really good. And, you know, for, what is this? Not Battle for Azeroth. This is Shadowlands. Still, everything still looks really sharp. Even on a TV, you would think, like, TVs with the pixels would be huge. No, I can't see it at all. Like, it legit looks good. And yeah, I want a perfect monitor. The size monitor I want is like a 32 inch. Unfortunately, they don't really make any that's actually good. You know, a G-Sync and, you know, really fast and 4K. That's what I would love to have, but unfortunately they don't have it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. You're wondering, clock speeds, all this over here. To play WoW, I'm using 10-15% CPU. GPU's at 99%. So this is, everybody says WoW is a CPU game, but it seems like at 4K, obviously, this is all GPU all right here. So yeah, it looks really good. Anyways, man, hope you enjoyed the video, and everybody else, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any video requests, just drop them down below. Unfortunately, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't put out posts to you like a Facebook notification post, like to say, hey guys, what would you like to see next? What game would you like to see? And what kind of tests would you like me to run on it? Stuff like that. So I'm reaching out to you guys now. If there's anything you want to see, drop it down in the comment section on any of my videos. I will gladly respond to you, reply. You know, make a video, because that's what I want to do. I do like this YouTube thing that I've been doing, I don't know, since 2012, albeit not many videos, but I like doing this. I like enjoying this. This is like a hobby. This is what I enjoy doing, right? So I like showing people stuff, helping people. That's what I like doing. So if you guys were curious, I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers. There's all kinds of different reasons to why I'd want to get to 1,000. You know, like I said, being able to just roll a post out there and you guys can comment on it. So anyways, yeah, definitely subscribe if you guys have not subscribed. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. Other than that, yeah, just drop a comment if you have any video requests at all, anything computer related, just drop it down below. My Discord name's in the video description as well, so if you have any questions for me, anything specific you want to ask, go ahead and you can drop me a PM down below as well. Anyways, this one, like I said, Corey, this is what WoW looks like on on the 4K on the TV. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything in particular you want to see, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys all watching and all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.